Welcome back to the Classic The Urban Podcast. It's your boy, baby, Ice Cube. And we haven't done this in a while, but it's going to be a good one today.
I'm Henry, and I'm a gamer.
I'm George.
I'm your mother's favorite side hoe.
There you go. So
Yeah, baby. We're back.
Positive energy.
You ruined
Boys
it.
are back in town.
You got it.
You ruined it.
You got it.
You ruined it.
Yes.
Subscribe to our
obviously
Richie
not much has changed.
You ruined it.
We'd like to thank our new sponsor,
Trying to
Panera
change-
Bread.
He tried to totally undermine my Gatorade thing by saying, "You're a comedian who does something similar." No.
Yeah.
Gatorade.
He does
fucking
something
Gatorade.
very similar. Not same energy.
no,
Positive
it's
energy.
Gatorade. We're back
Yeah.
in the saddle.
It's been a while, guys.
Woo. There's no Phil though.
There's not.
Phil,
R.I.P. Phil.
Phil's got that whole
No,
wife
he's-
thing now. And he's
he's
going
dead.
to
No,
help
he's
his wife
dead.
with this
He's
car.
dead.
He died.
No,
Died.
he didn't.
He
I
died.
refuse to let Phil die.
Died in a sorority blowjob massacre.
That's a pretty good time, though.
God.
I was there for that.
Guys, he's married. We
Can
can't do that
recommend.
now.
And 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Good luck. So anyway, this week's topic is kind of interesting. It's something that I was telling George. I don't think all of us have ever sat down and actually talked about it before.
The motto one? Or
Yeah, but our topic for today is just life mottos or lessons or quotes that you like to remember in your day-to-day life that
We
help you get
can-
through the day.
we can just summarize all that with ethics.
But ethics varies between,
It's
like
just an umbrella term.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I got you, baby.
Whenever I hear ethics, I automatically my business brain kicks on, and I'm like,
Don't rip off orphans. Right? Or do rip off orphans. What do they teach you, business people?
follow the money, bro.
So do rip off orphans.
Right to those orphans' pockets.
Little
That's where the
Timmy
money
is not going to get that second helping. The overhead for running this whole fucking soup kitchen in the first place is more than this meal is worth.
Oh, fuck. Wow. 3 minutes, and I've already thought about cutting that whole thing out because that was a lot.
Hey, I didn't curse at all, though.
I mean,
Yeah.
you
It's not
did,
like-
but
What?
Because that's what matters in
Fucking
America.
isn't a curse. It's an
It's
action.
I was going to
Yeah,
say,
Ah, my
fucking
dude.
action. Hell yeah. High hands touching.
Let's go. We're out to a good start already,
Jesus
guys.
Christ.
So,
Welcome back.
things-
Welcome back. Welcome back.
things that you live your life by. You're
Everyone
being.
loves to be back.
Yo, your dog is really going through it right now.
She's happy to be around a lot of people, but she's also sensory overloaded. She's about to get put into the quiet corner. Don't worry, I have like a whole.
Is
thing
that the
of-
same corner from the Blair Witch?
I don't know, but that sounds spooky. My quiet corner isn't that scary.
Yeah, Blair Witch Project is a scary movie. It's pretty famous.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying my quiet corner
Oh.
isn't scary. Yeah, I got little dog TV streaming on the Chromecast.
Oh, God, that's beautiful, too.
What, dog TV?
The whole...
Dog TV.
The-
Yeah, it's like actually just like this random dog walking literally all over the world with just like rainforest noises and like ambient like what's the word?
White
Chill
noise?
step type music just playing. I just turn it on for when I go to work, and then she chills. I come home, she's like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" Can I
Think she
shit?
smokes pot?
Huh?
Think she
You
smokes
know what
pot?
I leave on for my dog?
How would she even get hot?
You know what I leave on for my dog when I leave? Nothing.
Darkness.
Nothing. I don't leave anything on. You know why? He's a fucking dog. And you know what he does all day?
Licks his nuts.
He fucking sleeps
Oh.
He doesn't have nuts anymore.
all day.
Yeah, she's
And I thought maybe he just happens to be asleep by the time I get home from work. And then on Saturday, I had a day off, and it was like the first day off I've had in a while where I didn't have something to do. Dead ass just sleeps all day. Like sometimes he'll get up, stretch a little bit, and then look around. And he'll just kind of stand there for a second, look around, and then he'll climb back in the bed and then just fucking go to sleep.
It's hard.
And I'm looking at him like,
It's hard
are you
being a dog,
serious
man.
right now? This is
Yeah.
all you do?
It takes
Like
a lot of energy to be fed and have people clean up your shit.
sometimes he'll look out the window.
Big pooling out here.
Sometimes he'll just kind of rest his snout in the blind and split the blind open and just sit there and then take a deep sigh to himself, which is kind of sad actually. And it's like a deep like
Oh, Jesus.
I could be out there,
I
but I'm a
was
fucking
once-
dog.
I was once a free dog.
Yeah, when, he was like 3 months old. Yeah, he was fucking puppy on the street.
Puppet on the streets. That could be a good movie, you know.
Him and his two brothers.
Just
Oh,
rolling.
They were stray pups.
Yeah,
Or-
they
oh,
found him.
Oh,
They,
that's
it was
nice.
him and two other dogs, and they were the same litter. And they just kind of found him in Humane Society type shit, you know. And the reason I picked him is because he was the calm dog. The other two were just obnoxious as fuck.
No, the
like-
Humane Society aren't the people that are like super duper horrible for proving like trying to prove a point, right? That's
PETA. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
yeah.
Humane
We-
Society
we-
is like
Yeah,
a place where you go
they're
and
actually-
adopt pets.
Okay, yeah.
PETA's
yeah,
a lie. They're stupid. No one likes PETA.
Fuck PETA. Steve Irwin
Oh my god.
is dad.
yeah. He's dad or dead?
Daddy.
Or both?
Both, yeah.
Dead daddy.
Steve Irwin's a shit.
How very.
I
flattering.
love Steve Irwin. We all grew up on that man.
Apparently his kids.
Anyone who tries to tell me that he's not for animals, go fuck yourself.
He owned a whole zoo.
Can we get a fuck you PETA on 3? 1, 2, 3.
Fuck you, PETA.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
Fuck PETA.
Fuck.
Positive energy.
I was honestly surprised. I thought it was a fake tweet, and then I went to the account and I was like, oh, they
Yeah.
really said that shit.
They're stupid.
It's because they're all vegans there. They don't have enough protein to form conscious thoughts, so they just say whatever the fuck they want.
It's a
I don't know
possibility.
if Protein
You don't have-
intake and conscious thoughts are correlated, but I don't know.
You need protein.
You do? Well, I know you need it, but I don't know if like
If you're
cognitive ability.
yeah, I mean, if your
Yeah.
body's malnourished, you can't.
Well,
your brain's
that's
not going
fair.
to function correctly.
Everything's
fair.
connected, Caleb.
Yeah.
Everything's connected. Anyway.
Protein
after-
for breakfast is good for people with depression. George told me that, and I've been trying it.
Really?
Yeah.
Hot damn, does it work?
Really? Wait, what do you take?
I eat. So there's this. So at the gas station they have organic, like jerky sausages.
Mm.
Blew my mind. Like there's nothing in it but fucking pork spices. And I've just been eating those. They're called Dukes. Shout out to Dukes. Like dead ass. Like they're really good.
Really?
And they have a hot and spicy flavor that has ground up peppers in it, and it's not like super spicy, but it's enough kick to get you going in the morning, and it's really good.
I might want to check that out.
It's really good.
So, cool thing on
Dukes
that.
and a bang, and I'm good to go. Like dead ass. Like that is my day. That's my morning. I go to the gas station, give me a bang, and Dukes smoked sausages.
So, cool thing on that.
Sorry.
Like when I feel like fucking depressed, I'll like not feel like cooking or eating in general. Like I'll just lack an appetite.
Yeah.
But I've been reading up and like I hear about this whole like Blue Apron stuff a whole bunch. Like I've been watching Death Battles and Screw
Bro.
Attack, and I'm like, I may as
Blue
well
Apron
try
awesome?
it. Like. I
it really that
spend
big of a
enough
deal?
money on groceries that I end up not eating because I like not have an appetite and I won't have the motivation to actually cook the food. But I heard that like they actually just give you the portions and
Bro,
everything to
listen,
make
listen
it.
to me. Listen to me.
Mhm.
I'm a picky eater. I'm gonna be real with y'all, right? I don't eat a whole lot of
Wait, really?
vegetables. Yes, facts.
Oh,
100%.
I never knew that.
Yeah. I've gotten better, But Blue Apron, every time
Wait.
Blue Rapin.
oh, sorry.
We want to make it very clear at the classic.
Papa Smurf. I'm new Papa Smurf.
Oh no.
Blue Apron. Blue Apron. I kid you not, everything they sent.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
There's no R.
There is, but I just put it in the wrong spot.
But you
you
put
put
a
it in
second
both
R.
spots.
Blue Apron.
Rape
Every-
wasn't even brought up yet.
Yet.
All right, yeah.
Anyway, Blue Apron.
Yeah.
Everything they send us, I've never tasted something they made that isn't good.
Really?
Facts.
Huh.
That and HelloFresh, I'm telling you.
Is
No.
Blue Apron like what's like cost wise like?
I don't know. My
My
pays
brother
for it, so I
said it's
don't
like less than $10 a meal. But I
There's
don't-
different plans you can.
That's
get.
really not
I
that
don't know.
bad, to be
I know.
honest.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I spend about that much if I like go home. And I'm like, I'm feeling like getting like some like Dunkin'. I'm gonna get like
Yeah.
a large caramel frappe or some shit. No, it's actually a large vanilla chai. Anyways,
Those are
also
fire, though.
yes,
Those are fire.
that Chipotle croissants.
Those are- oh,
the fucking hash
Bro,
browns.
the Chipotle one. Did you see the brown sugar? Oh,
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Have
that's
you had
my
that brown
ish,
sugar
bro.
Chipotle
that's
croissant,
my
bro?
Ish, bro. That
It's
thing is
really
so
good.
Good, homie.
Small dick energy in the house.
So good,
Littlest
bro.
dick.
Bro, did you ever have the waffle sandwich that they had?
That sounds disgusting.
Bro, it was literally like the buns were waffles.
Look, I'm gonna tell you like this, right?
Yo, that sounds like
the
the
only
Luther
good
burger.
breakfast
Like, what-
sandwich that was made from another breakfast bread type thing was a McGriddle, and it's
Oh.
pancake buns.
Oh, Cody, stop.
McGriddle
Cody,
is
stop.
like one of
They're
my
so
favorite
good.
sandwiches.
All right, you're gonna have to dial the sugar back a little bit, homeboy.
It's so
This
good.
is getting
That
real
reminds
sweet.
me, I just got the Grubhub app,
Yo, no.
Totally.
Don't even get me started. Bro, fuck Grubhub.
Okay, hold on.
How come?
No.
Dog.
No, stop. Listen. We came
Linda?
here for a person.
I like-
Stop.
No,
I like
look,
food
This
podcasts.
podcast
Let's
should be
make food
titled
podcasts.
"Fuck Grubhub." I am sick of their shit. I don't know what it is, but all the drivers around my store are fucking stupid. They're so stupid.
What do you mean?
So stupid. And it'd be the same three, and they're all African. I don't know why. They might be related. Because they're all stupid. That dumb gene has to come from the same person. Because Jesus.
What do they do?
They do the same thing
Like, get
every
your order
time. They
wrong?
call me and they don't know where they are.
You call from you order from your job though, right?
Yes.
Your job that you can Google. And
Yes.
then GPSs you to.
You know what they did to me one time? Because
What?
I put on there, my address at when I'm at work, whatever, Pet Boys, yada yada, and then I put service side because I'm on the service side. I'm trying to make their job easier instead of going over to the parts counter and be like, I'm looking for Cody. No, service side because my goofy ass is usually standing under the sign that says, fucking service, get your car fixed, because service. No, they still don't figure it out. You know what they did to me one time?
What?
Dude was outside in front of the fucking service garage, parked in front of the garage, honked his horn. And Chevy looked at him, and the guy looked at Chevy. Guy didn't even bother rolling his window down to see where he was. He just pulls off mad aggressive, parks out in the parking lot. I get a call from Grubhub's customer service, not even him. And they're like, oh, yeah, you order food? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, is your driver there? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like, what? What kind of question? Like, I don't have my food, so I'm going to have to say, probably not. And they were like, well, and I was like, okay, what kind of car? And I'm like, are y'all dead ass right now? Y'all dead ass right now? Like, let me check. I think it's a Volkswagen. Like, there's a lot of different Volkswagens. They got big Volkswagens. They got real little Volkswagens. They got in between Volkswagens. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking out in the parking lot, standing there like, like how you stand out of the window, maybe
Yeah.
in the morning.
Yeah.
Maybe the dick hanging out. I don't know.
Sometimes. with it
Sometimes.
hanging out.
It's
I like
nice.
those little curtains right there. Just draw them back. I'm like, oh, what a great day.
Yo.
Children live here. Stop it. But there was a dude in the Volkswagen. I was like, yeah, I see him. And they're like, oh, okay. So he's there. And I was like, yeah. And they're like, all right. We'll tell him to go inside. And I was like, cool. Dude walks inside. I'm not entirely sure if it's him because it took a while after hanging up for the motherfucker to walk inside. I swear to, like, and this happens every time I order from Grubhub, some fuck shit. I'm sitting there, and dude walks in, and he has a bag. I couldn't really tell, like, if it was a bag of food from where I was standing. And he looks over at me, and I looked at him, and I kind of gave him, like, the nod, like, what's up? And he looks at me, and he's just staring at me, and I was like, all right. So then he looks over at my, the store manager, and the store manager's like, you need something? And the guy's like, yeah, I got a delivery. And I get food delivered pretty often. And he's like, are you looking for Cody? And the guy's like, yeah. And then he points over to me, and he looks at me, and I wave. And he just looks at me. And this motherfucker had the audacity to shake his head and start sighing as he's, like, walking up to me. And I'm looking at him like... I was like...
This man isn't qualified to get this food.
I'm like, bitch, you better be lucky I'm hungry right now. And the shittiest part is, you put your tip in beforehand. So now, when I order Grubhub, I don't tip them.
Oh, man.
I don't tip them. No, I'm not going to tip you because this happens every time. One dude made me come outside. Yeah, I'm outside from the service door. All right. I'm Grubhub. Like, yeah, I know. What about it? You deliver to me, bitch. It's your job.
I am the one who eats.
It's like if a janitor comes up to you and he's like, "Hey, man, like you didn't drop it or anything. Could you pick up that napkin?" No. Why? And it's like across the room. What if a janitor came up to you and there's like a napkin across the room and he's like, "Could you go pick that up?" No. Why would I do that? I don't know. You're the janitor, right? Yeah. What the fuck? Janitize, bitch. Your delivery driver? Fucking deliver.
Sometimes Cody has the best bitch. Like, it's just so good sometimes. Like, oh,
Dog,
I want to
you
see
don't-
Cody's.
I
I want to
was-
speak to a manager face. I feel like it'd just be you mean mugging.
I don't like being that guy because that shit happens at my job. But it's like, if you can't figure out what the fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? You deliver food. If you're delivering food to a business, you go inside the business. You don't call me outside and be like, I'm outside. I'm here. The whole point of me getting the shit delivered is so my pampered ass don't got to step outside. I'm just saying.
No, I feel you. You gotta earn your dollar, goddammit.
And I already tipped his bitch ass.
all right.
Grubhub, you gets no more money
All
from
right,
me.
you got it all at your system, so we can move on from this.
Yeah, I like food podcasts. This is a great.
I'm gonna definitely try DoorDash next time.
You should.
I'm about to try. But touching back on the Blue Apron thing, I'm definitely thinking about trying that out because like,
I
fuck
want to
it.
try it.
You should.
I'm just
I would
gonna
do it
let my
after you move out
grocery.
of your mom's house, though.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm
Because them
gonna,
little fucking heathens would snatch it up.
All right.
Ooh, food.
yeah.
So basically, like I said about 15 minutes ago,
My quote to live by: don't trust Grubhub. And then you gotta finish it with, bitch.
all right. So I guess I will start this off with one of the things I like to live by. When I thought about this, the first thing that came to mind sounds stupid as hell.
Don't get high on your own supply.
No, that's a good one though.
That is-
Ah.
yeah, it's kind of like don't.
But
shit
my
where you
the
sleep.
first quote I ever like remembered as a kid was from. This is gonna be stupid, but
Barney.
It's basketball, so get over it.
Oh.
It was from the movie Coach Carter, right?
miss every shot you don't take.
No, that's stupid.
Oh, that's Wayne Gretzky. Never mind.
But in the movie, he's in like a little downtrodden high school in the hood, and they're all pretty involved in gang violence and living in the hood, just hood shit, right?
Bang gangers are bad.
And so this coach comes in, revamps the whole basketball program, takes these kids who are on the wrong track in life and makes them like students, like collegiate athletes, things like that, disciplined people, I guess you would say. And there's one kid who wasn't down with it in the beginning, went out, did that hood shit.
He wants to
came
do hood
back.
rat shit with his
Yeah.
hands.
And he ended up wanting to play basketball, so he came back, tried to get back on the team. And the coach made him run like, I think it was like 1,000 suicides, like 1,000 some odd push-ups and 1,000 some odd sit-ups, all within like 4 days. So like this kid was fucked. But by the end of the week, he was like a couple hundred short of each one, and so the rest of the team helped him finish it, whatever the what. And he's back on the team.
And it was a beautiful moment.
Yeah. Anyway, but while the kid was doing this, the coach asked him, "What is your deepest fear?" And he's like, "Is your deepest fear that you're inadequate?" And the kid just wouldn't answer. And so the movie goes on, yada yada yada, and they have a big climactic moment where the kids failed some classes, so he canceled like the playoff game or like the game before the playoff game, right? And so they had to take this test to pass it, and then the coach got fired because he canceled the game because the school wasn't cool with that shit. Neither were the parents, because that's their ticket out. You know what I mean? And so the kid stands up, and as the kid who quit the team, he stands up as the coach is leaving this test room, and he just says that our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, but that we are more powerful than beyond measure, and that it's not our darkness that scares us, but our light that terrifies us. And as a kid, I just thought that just shit. That like I think it was like 8. That
Sounds
shit.
deep.
I was right. You're right. Like every kid has that one quote. They're like, "That sounds deep, bro. I'm gonna remember that." But as I got older and I kept seeing and remembering it, it started to mean different things to me as I got older.
Big facts.
And so now when I look back on that to me is like 100% true for a lot of people. And there are times in my life where I felt that same way, where it's like I look at it as failure and success because I don't have to deal with like the hood shit.
Vinegar?
Failure and
Oh,
success.
I was
Sorry.
like, what the fuck do vinegar got to do with this?
So like I've always been.
Making a salad.
If you miss the vinegar, you've missed the most important part of that story.
Shut up.
Just kidding.
Um,
I have heard that quote before, though.
it's a good ass quote, right?
Have you heard of a YouTuber called Matuz M? He makes a lot of like motivational compilations where it's like a bunch of clips.
Definitely don't watch that shit. Because
I-
them dudes on YouTube annoy the fuck. Here in my garage.
Well, no, it's actually like a bunch of clips from like movies and other sources, and they'll like tie them in with an overarching like
Here in my
meaning.
garage.
Like when you
Books.
like fail, like what you can take away from your failure.
Books.
Or things like
Books.
What about books?
I don't give a fuck about my Lamborghini. I got books.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a quote too?
Now you gotta
No,
get that
it's
right.
it's an old
Cadence.
ad
Just
from
got back from driving
YouTube.
my new Lamborghini. He says the camera. Pans
Anyway,
out.
so as I got older, I'm a pretty privileged person. Very lucky to be privileged in the way that I am.
Books.
Family works very hard to get where they're at. And so my biggest thing was always I was scared to fail because my family put me so far ahead. If I fail, I'm just a fucking failure, right? That was always my biggest
Because you
failure.
are.
Shut up.
What?
So, growing up and even like up until like my first year after my first year IUPUI, I was just like I was going through it because I was like I feel like I'm failing all the time.
Because you
You
are.
know? And so I mean I was, but
Oh.
I wasn't like failing, but like I just felt like I was like not going anywhere. And so I just had to like sit down and talk and like get myself through and be like realize like failure isn't the end of the world. Like I wasn't scared of failing. I was scared of doing so well. I set a high expectation so that I will fail in the future. And you can't be afraid of something that you can't predict. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I had to kind of sit myself down, remember that quote, and be like, "No, I'm not scared of failing. Failing's not an issue. I don't give a fuck if I fail. I'd rather fail and try than not try at all." You know what I mean?
Nah, fam. That's not the wave. You winning or you losing. Ricky Bobby.
Is that your quote?
You
Ricky
first
Bobby?
or last. If you're not first, you're last.
So that's something that I always just use is always remember, like, you're not really scared of failing. You're just scared of what the expectation you will set after you succeed. It's kind of the way I take it.
It's true. This is true.
I shit. It's
We
hard to
do what we have to do so we can do what we want to do.
work hard to play hard. I like it.
I forget what movie that was from, but it had Denzel in it.
Denzel's
Oh, no.
got some good ones, bro.
No, it wasn't Denzel. Was it Denzel? It was either Denzel or Forrest Lazy Eye Whitaker.
Is that his whole name, or is that just?
No, he has a lazy eye.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
I know. Oh, is that his full name? He's my long lost cousin. No, but for me, I'd have to say one of the ones I tell myself almost every day is I'd rather be in a good mood than a bad mood.
Dude, yes.
Yeah. Like, there's, like, small things that might annoy me and shit. Like, maybe someone didn't say good morning back to me when I was passing them on the way into my office. Sure, that...
If that's your problem.
No, that's just an example.
Oh, my goodness.
But, those small things.
No, I'm the person that if I say
hold
good
on.
morning and someone don't say it back, I'd be like, good morning.
Wait, that whole sentence though, he was like, if someone doesn't say good morning to me on my way to my office, like that whole sentence was just like,
Oh, wow.
bro, come on,
It
like
was
relax.
But, just
No,
like
I get what
into,
you're saying, though.
into the workplace,
Yeah.
know, somebody I pass them
Just
in the
say it
hall.
louder next time.
Okay, yeah. I didn't, no, I don't.
If they don't say anything the first time, just be like, yeah, good morning.
Oh, you're talking about that. Well, I mean, sometimes people just don't want to, like, talk in the morning, and I'm like, okay, yeah, sometimes people just aren't morning people. I'm all right with that. I don't want to take that personally. I'm not going to let that bring me down. I'm just going to keep on being about my good morning self. So, I'd rather be in a good mood than bad mood. If, say, something shitty happens, like, I was really looking forward to heading out to the bar with my pals, but then, like, people cancel. I'm still going to go out. I'm just going to do my own thing, like...
You do that a lot too.
I know. I've actually found that I have a lot more fun when I don't worry about, like, who I'm out with. Like, be it, us getting separated or, like, something comes up and they aren't feeling the scene. I'm like, I can just do my own thing. I'll make friends when I get there.
Being bothered is a lot of work.
Yeah, it's
It is,
more
man.
energy to be in a bad mood than it is to be in a good mood. Especially with me. It will 100% make me tired anytime something upsets me.
This is true.
I'll just let him go to take a nap.
Yeah, I hate being bothered.
I mean, yeah, always being in such a shitty mood will really tear you down quicker than it'll tear anybody else down.
Exhausting.
It's like when we all fight, after that moment I get so fucking exhausted. I know I'm the one who yells the first and gets mad the quickest out of all of us, me and George are, but afterwards my body is exhausted. And it's just like I just want to sit there and go to sleep and just not talk to the rest of the world ever again, because your body just is like, you expel so much more energy doing that than like working out, than fucking, than doing it, like all these,
Yeah.
like anything else in the world. You expel so much energy just being mad at somebody than doing anything else. And it's
then,
crazy to
and
think
then you
about.
like look back at it. Like for me, I'll look back at something that like maybe got me a little bit mad, and I like took a nap to like get over it. And I'm like, I wasted.
We're all a bunch of toddlers, bro. We're all a bunch
Well,
of toddlers.
The thing is, I'll look back and I'm like, I wasted my entire day because like I got mad about something way earlier, and because of that, I didn't have the energy to do what I wanted to do. So I slept the whole day away. I don't have anything to do now. I just gotta go to sleep and then go on to my next day. Whereas I could have just let that shit slide off my back like water and just been about my business, still done plenty of stuff.
Yeah, so like I learned
Water.
that lesson. I was telling Cody this on the way here. I learned that lesson super quick in my relationship because me and Hannah. I mean,
Oh God,
bro.
you
let
remember
me tell
what
you
cherry
something.
trees think? What was it,
Bro,
What was
that was
the
the those were the moments that I had to learn that from.
Yeah?
Listen, me and Hannah were fighting about some I don't even remember, and Caleb was in our back seat, and me and Hannah are like, it's World War III in my car.
Dude,
Like,
I
we were
was
going
like,
at
I
it.
was not expecting this.
Like,
I could have been hanging out with
Cody,
Izzy.
like I'm talking like we were close to being like calling it. Like it was bad. And Caleb's back there, and me and Hannah just stopped for a split second. We just like got exhausted, and we just stopped yelling at each other. And Caleb's like, "Do you guys think trees have feelings? I feel like a sassafras would be sassy." And I was like, and I just looked at him, and I was like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like I was just like, so
But you
dumb.
both got a laugh out of it.
We did start laughing about it because it was so fucking stupid. But like those are the moments I had to learn from because like
Right?
Cody said on the
I
way
am
over
tattooed.
here. Cody said on the way over here that like if you get angry at somebody, you'll say the most outlandish shit,
Yeah,
and you'll never be able to take it back.
One of my rules: don't talk angry.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. I said some crazy ass shit to Hannah early in our relationship, and I still do it today. Like I'm talking like
Not Izzy crazy to Hannah though.
no,
Or ocean crazy to Hannah.
no, nothing like that. But like I'll just be cussing her out up one side and down the other, and she sits there and
Do you not
takes
know?
it.
Do you not know what Ocean said to Hannah?
I think
He said he fucked
Yeah,
Brandon.
yeah.
He was just telling her about it, and she's like, "All right."
And like, and she would just wait. She'd take it, wait, and just be like, "Don't ever talk to me like that again." And I'd be like, "All right,
Yes, ma'am.
Facts,
You said
bro.
yes, ma'am.
Facts."
Yeah,
And
so
I've just
that's
learned
good.
that I've just learned from those kind of instances that I just can't do that kind of stuff.
Don't talk angry.
Y'all made that work.
Don't talk while you're angry, because you'll say things you don't mean.
Sometimes it's hard to, bro. It's hard.
I just avoid it.
I'm
but
very good
I
at-
also have
I found that
just refused to be angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like being because it's irritating. Like irritating. It's fucking, no, it's like you were just saying. It's just it expends a lot of energy, and then you do shit you don't want to do, and you say shit you don't want to say, and you're just like, God damn it.
I won't get angry at things that are designed to make me angry, but I'll get irritated when like other people are angry, and then that blinds them from like seeing something that we could like talk about reasonably, and then I'll be like, okay, now I'm frustrated because I'm not getting anywhere with this, and I'm a problem solver, so I want to like address something right then and there. When sometimes it's better to just like take a step back and just like let everything kind of cool down and then go back at it. But it's just my personality. I want to fix shit. I see a problem. I'm like, all right, need to address that. Right? Fucking meow.
Jesus Christ.
Meow.
So, another quote that kind of ties into this is that I remember is Maya Angelou. R.I.P. to Maya Angelou. 'Cause she's a fucking boss.
I don't know who the fuck says I'd rather be in a good mood than a bad mood, by the way. I didn't know if we were citing our...
No. I mean,
quotes.
it's just stuff that you remember.
I'm gonna
Things
look
you
that
tell
up.
yourself.
Keep going.
But she has a quote she's a poet, and she has a quote in a poem that says, "People will forget what you say, people will forget what you do, but people will never forget how you make them feel."
It's true.
And that kind of ties into the whole thing of don't get angry, because it's also the verse, like, you're going to remember how people make you feel too. So if you're always angry at somebody, one, get them out of your life because it's pointless to deal with that. But two, you're always going to associate anger with that person, even though that person can bring you a shit ton of joy.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're angry all the time and you're shitty at other people, people are going to remember you as that angry person. They remember you as that shithead who just took out your entire day on everybody. And that's not a way I would want to.
Guys, I actually think I made a quote.
Hey!
I was like looking for
Holla.
I'd rather be in a good mood than a bad mood. That's not a thing.
Yeah, it's probably just phrased differently, but yeah.
I think the phrasing is part of what makes it what it is.
This is true.
That's cool.
Well, you George, you got any quotes? Bitch face.
A couple of them, and like Caleb, I actually made one up.
Oh, here we go. I'm gonna laugh when this is actually someone else's quote, and I can think of it right now.
It might
Go
be,
ahead.
but fucking.
An eye for an eye leaves the
I've
world
never,
blind.
I've never
Call of
heard
Duty
anybody say
Modern Warfare
this.
2 campaign, bitch.
I got a couple different quotes. They're all pretty much self-explanatory. First one, the one I was thinking of is kick the day in the dick. You only got
That's
so
a-
much daytime in the.
That's a
you only
George
got so much-
original.
yeah.
That's a George original.
You only got so much time in the day. Fucking do something with it. Like, I'm bad with it. You got to do something with your fucking time. Be productive. Get your mind off shit.
Kicking someone in the dick is being productive?
Kicking the day in the
I'd
dick.
hate to work with you.
No, but I feel like that's a good sentiment
Yeah.
because, like, if you just sit around and do nothing all day,
Yeah.
you're gonna feel like you're wasting your life away. You're not
This-
gonna be making money.
This is
You're
from
not
a
gonna be
person who
making
spent a lot of
relationships.
his time sitting on his ass. So yeah.
Those few years after high school, we were worried about you, bro.
Hey, George, you're
It was,
done.
it was the 1 year. It was the 1 year.
It felt like 2 years, honestly, but that's fine.
I know it did. It really
That's,
did.
you know, do you? What else you got?
This one's from the musical.
Which one?
Hold on. Did you just say musical like you cultured or something?
Yeah, you didn't know I
George-
like
George is
musicals.
into
Oh my
musicals.
goodness.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. Go ahead.
Cats. My shit.
Actually, fucking hated Cats.
That's a good musical.
All right,
hated
go ahead,
it.
George.
I liked
Dick.
What's the one? All cats go to heaven? Isn't
Bro.
that
No,
the
that's
one
all
with
dogs
the-
in heaven.
And that's
Well,
a
there's one
cartoon.
with the dancing cats.
Dancing Queen.
And then there's a little blonde girl and her like huge butler.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about.
time of your
I'm mad that I can't remember.
What's your quote, George?
Cats don't dance.
Make them laugh.
Make
Make 'em laugh.
What does that mean to you?
Just-
wants to laugh.
Be happy, motherfucker. Just make them laugh. That's the best thing you can do for anybody. Just make them laugh. Be happy. Oh, sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Cats don't dance.
Okay. That's I need
You guys
to
never
find
seen
the
this one?
timestamp. Where does it go?
Never seen that
There
one.
it is. Okay.
Really?
Cool.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Gonna make me edit this thing down.
Shit. Two more. Oh yeah. No nuts, no glory. Just fortune favors the bold. Basic shit. Fucking do it.
Give no hostage to fortune, though.
No, I don't know what that means.
Don't do something that will cause you problems later on in life.
Oh,
Fortune favors the bold, but you should not give hostage to fortune.
true facts. And then the last one is just be undeniable.
That's a light bar. That's a light bar.
I'm trying to find.
What's it mean though? To you at least.
Just be undeniable. Don't.
Don't take no for an answer.
No, not even that. It's well, kinda. Just think about it like this. No one can talk shit to you if they don't have anything to talk shit about.
Oh, so own your truth.
Not even that. Just be the best you can be, essentially. Something along the lines of kick the day in the dick, but that's just being productive within a set period of time. This one's more of a lifestyle.
Those are some good ones, Jordy.
Thank you.
You know, I told Cody on the way here, I was really interested to see what you tell yourself when your toil times of life.
This one comes
Oh.
from Gucci Miss LaFlairitis.
Who?
Gucci Miss LaFlairitis.
Is that like a rapper or?
If a man does not have sauce, then he is lost.
Oh my
True.
god.
But the same man can be lost in the sauce.
Jesus
Gucci Miss
Christ.
Maine LaFlairitis.
Okay.
It's sad that there is actually some wisdom in that
I actually
fucking
have-
quote.
One last quote, and this is what I tell myself when I just hate my fucking job. One way or another, motherfucker, I'm getting paid.
That's a listen. Sometimes that shit will get you through,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
I
Dude,
thought
I've
I was
been
going
having-
to say something like an AR-15 isn't that expensive.
that's so wrong.
We had a saying at Burger King.
What?
When you realize that you're working at fucking Burger King and it's horrible, it's just burger fries and apple pies.
that's pretty fucking good.
That's all it is. Why are you mad, bro? It's just burgers, fries, and apple pies.
My boss says this thing. He's like, he always says when he's angry about something, he's like, I'm just here to put shoes on my baby, and just walks away. I was like,
That's wholesome.
I'm just here to put shoes on my baby.
I
Ooh.
was like, all right.
But dead ass though, my favorite quote of all time.
Mm.
People's opinion of you is none of your business.
That's a dope bar.
Yeah,
That's a dope bar.
that's good.
That's good shit right there. What made you realize that? Like, what, like,
Well, somebody
gave
used
you
to tell me that all the time.
really?
Yeah.
That's dope.
I'm not gonna name him because
I mean, yeah, it is.
don't fuck with him anymore.
Oh.
His opinion of you
Is irrelevant.
was
No, he ended up being a little weird.
That's fair.
that's fair.
Rapey.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. then. That's who I'm thinking of then.
probably. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's one I got from Charlemagne that kind of goes like that.
Fuck Charlemagne.
Bro, chill, relax.
No, but fuck him.
There's like it's actually like it's useful sometimes in my own life. It's the rule of 10. Like 3 people gonna love it, 3 people gonna hate it, and 4 people are gonna be on the fence about it. Right?
Okay.
And that makes life super easy for me because every decision I make, like every decision you make affects a bunch of people in your life, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, there are people who are going to love it, people are going to fucking hate it, and there's going to be people who are like, and you can sway them on that decision. So if you just stop caring about the people who are always going to hate everything you do, you don't have to waste your energy by trying to talk to them, by trying to get them to understand you and things like that. So you can spend more energy on the time of people in the middle and the people that do fuck with you in that way. That's kind of how I try to operate most of the time. So kind of goes along with the opinion thing a little bit.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
There can be a million good things that people could have to say about you, but if you focus on like the 3 bad things people have to say, that's going to just completely break you down.
Yeah. It makes you it's one of those things where it's like, so like us doing this, like there are probably a bunch of people who we know who are like, oh, these guys they're stupid, this is not going to go nowhere.
No, nobody that I know thinks like that.
Okay, well, shut up, Caleb.
You surround yourself with some nice people.
I know, right?
But like what makes me want to do this every week is, one, it gives us a reason to actually hang out together, which, as we get older and all
it's okay.
all of us start moving away, Cody, that it'll keep us connected and stuff, right?
Put you on blast, fam.
Jeez Louise,
By
Bubba
the
Cheese.
by,
But it's also
Yeah, Cody, what are you doing? Getting on
it's-
with your life?
It's us hanging out with each other. It's super therapeutic because we can just talk
dreams.
and talk our mind and speak and be cool and be like a safe space, as gay as that sounds, but you know what I mean.
A safe space?
Yeah.
As gay as
Wow.
that sounds, he
you know,
says.
you know what I mean. It's whatever.
There's nothing safe about this space.
No, no.
I am prone to violent outbursts.
It's
But, like-
true. It is true.
Okay,
He punched
I'm
the
not-
shit out of me one time. No, he kicked me. Kicked the fuck out of me.
Tell me about it.
Have I attacked every one of you at this table?
Kicked
You've
the
never
shit
I've
out
never
of me.
attacked you, Brando.
Threw a ball at him. He was asleep.
I was
Immediately woke up, jumped up, kicked me, went back to sleep.
all
Within the span of like 10 seconds.
I had no clue who it was. I was just like, oh, there's hostiles to the southwest.
Fucking hopped up. Yeah.
He drop kicked me after a movie one time.
I forget why. Wasn't it just to see if I could?
And
you're
that's
like,
what you told me, but we had just got done watching Ip Man in Katie's basement. I
Yeah.
get up, I just adjust myself because like I've just been sitting down, my belt was digging into my fat. As I'm doing that, I look at Caleb and he's just like facing me.
I had that look in my eye.
And before I can go, what's up? Just bam, 2 feet right in the chest.
It, man. It'll do it to you.
the moment I decided that I'm never gonna get Caleb to a point where he goes crazy on me is when I saw the David Zakryzak video.
Oh man.
That moment, I was
How
like,
fucking Israel had to waterboard him to stop.
I was like, nah, I'm cool. I'm
That is
like,
still one of my favorite photos ever because it's just Caleb.
Guys,
His hands are blurred.
it's not that. It's not even that. Like you're.
I'm one of the nicest people I
Yeah,
know.
and that's the thing. But like, I saw that, I was like, Brandon, avoid crazy in your life. That's crazy. Let's avoid that. Let's avoid that, Caleb. Like,
That's a good quote. Avoid crazy.
true.
I just
Yeah, after I saw that, I was like, I'm never gonna
Never
push into a
fuck
point where I
crazy.
can fight him. Do what?
Never fuck crazy.
I don't have that.
Don't
issue,
stick
so
your dick
I'll-
in crazy.
Never nut in crazy.
yeah.
And that is from the late great. Wow, that was real.
Yeah. You haven't heard of the late great?
That was real.
I'm confused as to what's happening
That
right
was
now.
a stutter.
He just Cody broke is what happened.
He's so disappointed
Oh my god.
Error 404. Profound knowledge not found.
Who's the kid from South Park?
Oh, damn it!
No, it was Jimmy. He was the one who stuttered.
I was gonna put you in my phone
guys-
as Jimmy. That's
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
hysterical.
Oh,
Bitch.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, Caleb, you weren't there for this. You know what my name is at Cody's phone now?
Is it?
Big Daddy Gristle or some
No,
shit.
big money gristle.
Ah, yeah.
Because a gay man.
Dude, that was
What?
so fried.
I didn't know he was gay.
It was announced before we went to talk to him.
Oh, I didn't know.
Context?
Stout House.
Oh.
What did he say? You had gristle on your face or something?
Yeah, and then he touched my neck, which is kind of very.
No.
weird
Oh,
right
that
now.
guy!
Yeah, no. What he said was lesbians would pay big money for this gristle. And
Yeah.
Cody's like,
Oh, no!
I was
He
like,
said
yeah.
stroking the underneath of my chin. I didn't know he was gay. Now I feel violated.
Hey, man.
I've been Me Too'd.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
It's all right. I mean, that's a compliment. You could attract both genders. That's the way I see
I'll
it.
take it.
No, what happened? This is the full story, right? George insulted Cody about the way Cody looks. Cody said, "Well, at least I don't look like a lesbian." And the guy was like,
I said that.
"Yes, you legitimately did." And that's where the big money for the grizzle from
Wasn't
lesbian.
even
Honestly,
that drunk.
when I heard the whole lesbians would like to have your scruffle, I was like, dude, that's all that much better because like the joke is that George looks like a lesbian from behind.
I didn't even know
And
from
the front.
behind. I thought it was just when I shaved, but thank you for adding that caveat.
And the front.
Oh no.
Lesbians would pay big money for this gristle. So
Oh
he's
my-
big money gristle in my phone now.
That's hysterical.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistake.
That's a pretty cool name though.
Big money gristle.
Big
If you
Money
don't,
Gristle.
if you don't know the origins, it sounds mysterious and gritty.
I thought that was really nifty, and then they told me
It turns
that
out it's just because he looks like a
Fucking lesbian.
lesbian.
You know what I love about this podcast is we can go from talking about quotes and real life shit to making fun of George for looking like a lesbian like that. Like it's like
Oh,
instantaneous.
do you remember the Lost podcast? That was the most beautiful podcast ever.
which one?
We
had
That was a really good podcast.
That was like
I don't
sort-
even remember what we talked about. I just remember feeling great
All our
until
old.
he ruined it.
Oh, I remember that one.
You
No.
I
fuck.
don't remember what it was about.
No, it was before you came back.
Oh, I remember we
Yeah.
lost one due to formatting.
no,
No, this one was way worse.
This one we lost because his goofy ass slammed
Bro.
the laptop.
It was 45 minutes of solid gold stories and the best review of Black Panther I've ever heard in my life. And then I don't forget why, but I think it was Cody made Brandon laugh so hard. All of us.
No, I was just getting hyped talking about Black Panther, and I meant to hit the table, but I hit the laptop instead, and it hit right where my hard drive is, so my computer just blue screened out.
Oh God.
Yeah, like it was. I just looked at it. I was like,
Black Panther was a good movie.
And I was still yelling.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I looked over and Brandon's. And I was like, what? And he's like,
oh.
so here's the thing.
And you know what happened right after that podcast? Probably the most low energy podcast we've ever made. was
Yeah.
Directly after that, because we loaded my computer back up and said, "Fuck it, let's go." And then
Sad.
So who has another quotes? Cody?
I've done a couple. Hey, you're wearing headphones there.
you fucking dipshit.
Your dog has worms.
No, she has to express her anal glands. I smelled my hand. It smells like her. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Is that what I've been smelling?
Does it smell like this?
Bro, stop.
It's not that bad. It's just.
Let me find out your dog's expressing her asshole on you. Express?
Yeah, it's a whole.
Her
thing.
asshole has to speak?
Some dog, because dogs transmit a
It's
lot of
me,
information through their butt.
Your dog's bung.
Well, dogs.
I'm a sphincter. Look at me.
I had to look this up because I was like,
Does
why
it
does
dress
my
up and
dog's
drag?
butt smell so bad? And then I looked it up. Dogs have to express a lot of information through like their anal glands, but if they like under certain conditions, their anal glands will block up, and then the juices that they secrete will build
stop.
up, and then it becomes very smelly. And you can
You can
express
stop
them
now.
on your own
I don't want to.
by popping it like a pimple.
foul beast.
By popping their anal glands like kind of like a pimple, but it smells like horrible because because the butt juices they fly out and it just smells horrendous. Like think that, but times 10. That's why you can take them to a veterinarian if it's really bad, or you can just let them like scooch their butt. But if they scooch for like more than a couple of feet, then you should probably take them because that means that the inside of their butthole is like needs expressed, and only professionals can do that.
This has just made me think you finger your dog's asshole.
I've never had to express her anal glands myself.
He didn't have to. He wanted to.
No. Though I did go to the Petco around the corner from my house, and I was
we
like
stop?
asking about it, and this lady's like, "Oh yeah, I can express her glands right here." I'm like, "What? Seriously?" And she's like, "Yeah, I got you." And she pulled like a little tissue out of her purse,
Spit
and
on
then
her
she's
hand.
like, "Yeah, so watch closely because this, in case you ever want to do it on your own, this is how you do it." And she's like, "Yeah, it was weird."
All right, so,
But yeah, that's
Cody, you'll appreciate this quote.
No.
No, you will. I
Done for
promise.
the night.
No, you will.
I'm so done.
I'm gonna get some hand sanitizer.
Yeah, please do. Don't ever touch that mic
Smells
with that
so
hand.
bad.
Come on, go. The quote is, "Put the weed in the bag." All right.
Oh yes.
I know you read that, didn't you?
I got to that part and then
Yes.
I stopped.
So, that is a good quote because it comes from the drug dealing profession. where the idea is you
You
can't.
smell your hand again?
Like,
Stop! It stinks. You know this.
Just go to your bathroom. Do you not have soap?
hand sanitizer,
Go
man.
wash your
I
hands.
don't know where hands is. Okay, yeah, I have soap.
Well, I'd hope.
God damn it.
I found my hand sanitizer. I'm just gonna wash my hands.
Anyway, you can't sell drugs until you put the drugs in the baggie to sell the drugs, right? So it's all about being prepared.
Not always a bag, but sure.
I mean, it's for weed. It's
Cody
a bag.
puts it as an ash. That was a horrible stutter.
And it's just saying, it's just a life lesson that says, just be prepared for life. Like, try to be prepared for every day and take it one day at a time.
See-
Don't try to bite off like these huge goals and think you're just gonna jump right to those goals. No, there's like steps in between that you got to focus on. Everyday things you have to do to get to where you need to go.
I gotta sell drugs.
Yes. Charlemagne says several times in the book, actually, sell drugs, young stunner.
I stepped away for like 30
Already
seconds.
did.
You guys are talking about selling drugs. What the
Well, if you didn't get ash juices on your hand, well, you could have heard the whole story.
I heard the story. We were talking about you got to put the drugs in the bag to sell them because you can't just sell your drugs raw, and that's just packaging. It's common courtesy, man. Package your drugs.
Just don't.
Did I completely miss the point of the quote?
Yeah, Caleb's right. You don't just throw a fistful of cocaine at somebody.
Honestly, that would be so hard to collect. Like, what happens when it falls on the ground? You got coke rocks all over the place, and it's a bad time.
Why did he say that like such a Midwestern white woman that she killed me? He was like, you got coke rocks all over the ground. Like,
Hello there. That's probably my guy.
With the Coke Rocks?
The Grubhub, bro.
Oh.
oh, what the fuck?
Hey.
He bought us food?
Yeah, no, fuck no.
Oh.
I was going to, and I was like, hold my smelly butt dog, please.
Fuck outta here.
It doesn't smell anymore.
I don't care.
Can you at least hold her by the collar so she doesn't run out the door?
Put her on the chair.
You're trash. Hello there, friend. Thank you. All right, have a good one.
All the things you could have got Grubhub, you got fucking Taco Bell?
I was craving some tacos, bro.
No, those aren't tacos.
I was craving a thing. I got a quesadilla. I got a quesarito. I got plenty of stuff.
Don't get me started on that.
Side note.
That's not tacos.
Okay, I think he's out earshot, but why was my Grubhub driver the meanest looking nigga they could have sent? He didn't even make small talk. He was like, and I walked away. Like, oh my god! No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to have a smelly butt dog.
Probably because he heard your fucking sweet ass talking from the other side and was like, who's this sweet ass motherfucker?
And he saw you were black. And
Yeah,
was
and then he saw you were
ultimately
black and was
ashamed.
so disappointed.
Honestly, that's probably what happened. It was the look of utter disgust.
I think this is where we.
I'm just mad that he compared a dog's smelly asshole to a pimple.
No.
No. Stop.
You
Stop.
squeeze
Stop.
it.
Stop.
You squeeze it and the
stop.
shit
stop,
comes
stop,
out.
Stop.
It's not actual
stop.
shit,
Stop.
it's just
stop.
smell.
Stop. Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
I'm done.
This has been another episode of the Classic Lyrium Podcast. Hopefully, through all the ranting and bullshit and laughter, you found some words of wisdom in there somewhere that you can use in your day-to-day life. It's your boy, Baby Ice Cube.
George.
I'm Enrian. I play games, and that's all I got.
I'm your mother's favorite side hoe.
Peace out.
Positive energy!